Hi crew, this is Captain Chris, and today we're going to be speaking about Gamerlife number 11. Do video games need a soundtrack? And you're watching this on Locked on Target. Alright, so let's get into things. So, Gamerlife level 11, as I just said before the break, is do games need soundtracks? Are soundtracks essential? This boils down to pretty much what I talked about last episode, which is do video games need stories? Well, yeah, I mean, yes and no. So soundtracks are important, are an important element in video games. Soundtracks allow you to give feedback to the gamer, when I think it was Tommy. Yeah, Tommy mentioned how Tommy the Keyblade Master mentioned in his Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Turtles in Time kind of review discussion found in another one of his videos. He mentioned how in Turtles in Time you actually had feedback between the weapon swing of the character, like when your character actually attacked, and when that attack connected, and it actually brought you into the world a little bit more that they haven't brought into the other Turtle games as a mechanic. And he's like, how did the designers know back here in the SNES era versus what the designers coming to the Ninja Turtles franchise, how do they not realize that this was a core mechanic? And that's a very valid criticism. I never looked at sound effects in that way, but I think what the more discussion that we're looking at is, do games need this kind of orchestral enhancement of video games? I think, yeah, video games absolutely need some kind of sound, some type of soundtrack. While a lot of gamers play with the music on low or just off because, for reasons like I play with headset on usually because my daughter's usually sleeping upstairs. I film in the basement, it just it just takes a lot of coordination and just time to just set up your sound so the sound doesn't echo through the entire house. So for instance, my subwoofer can shake my neighbor's house. All right, that's just how I have my sound. I'm a big audiophile type. I love my sound. All right, that's just how things go. When I'm playing a game, my lowest bass setting shakes my house. I literally lower the bass in both the equalizer and physically on my system, and it still shakes the house. I can't get it to not shake the house. So I frequently don't play with the sound on because it annoys my wife, it annoys it wakes up the baby, makes her fussy. I just can't do it anymore, So, but I miss having the experience of the epic soundtracks and all of what that brings to games, what that brings to enhancing what you're going through. I will forever remember Halo's intro screen. It's ingrained in my head. The ring world and the moon and the stars. That it's not even. It's not because of it's Halo, but as soon as you hear Marty O'Donnell's soundtrack of going, you know immediately that that's Halo. That's that. Oh my gosh! This is gonna be awesome. And then it's when he gets into the rest of the rendition of Rock Anthem for Saving the Universe, which is the name of the track. Every part of that experience builds and tells you what Halo is about thematically. All right. And it's about just exploring an alien culture with an otherworldly type of feeling, and then ramping it up to some awesome action and some awesome moments where you feel like you are literally the Master Chief and you can take out billions of Covenant just because you are this super soldier. That is what Halo, and that is what that soundtrack brings to it. I'm not trying to do this to highlight soundtracks or games, because we could be here all day. I could go on and on about one of my favorite games, Chrono Cross. I can go on and on about how Final Fantasy games use soundtracks. Fantastic. Another one is Phantasy Star Online. I loved the soundtrack from there. But games, when they use sound, can create an interactive experience that is enhanced by sound. So today I listened to a podcast. I listen to the Co-Optional podcast usually by Total Biscuit, and he mentioned and gave this example of, would Aliens Isolation. Well, actually, Jesse Cox mentioned this, so I'll give credit where credit's due. If Aliens Isolation had no sound, would that game be scary at all? Probably not. I mean, you still get some jump scares, like when the alien pops out, but the music creates the atmosphere. Sound can be a powerful motivator to engage your audience and make them immersed in the world that you're trying to portray. However, is it essential? No. I mean, I still play games with the sound off or on very low due to the restrictions. It is my experience enhanced by having the sound on. You better bet. So yeah, I won't go on. This will be kind of a shorter episode. But yeah, that's my take on it. Yes, it's essential. Or no, it's not essential, but it contributes heavily to your enjoyment of the game. It's just like watching anime with the sound off and subs on. You need some sound to go with the subtitles. So yep, thank you for tuning in, and again, until we meet again, stay on target.